Hi, my name is Rachel. Welcome to my channel, Learning with the Boys. Today I want to talk to you about our 5th grade curriculum for our 2022-2023 school year. Hi, if you're new here, I'm a homeschool mom to 4 boys, and I usually say 9 to 19, but my little guy just turned 10 this month, so ages 10 to 19. And I've been homeschooling for almost 14 years, and today I want to share with you our upcoming 5th grader. It's hard to say that because this will be my last time doing 5th grade for my boys. But I'm excited, and I hope he will be too. He has been quite different in the way I've sort of homeschooled. I have been a little bit more of a relaxed homeschooler with him, but he is doing great. This school year is the first time we probably have used like an actual full curriculum with history and science and math and language arts, but it is going well. We're still a little bit relaxed with that. But next year we are going to be using another full rounded curriculum, and it is from Heart of Dakota, and it's Creation to Christ. This year we're actually using the Preparing. This sort of starts a series which they would say is your middle school years, so it's ages, I think it's 9 to 11, and they also have extensions. Now, this program will have everything that you need, or you can pick and choose what you want to use, and that is what we are going to do. We are going to use their history science, so I will start off with those, what we are going to use for history. And so it will be Creation to Christ, and with this curriculum it's sort of like a Charlotte Mason style, so they do have spines and living books. So the first thing I want to share with you is the spines. Okay, the first spine they have is The Story of the Ancient World by Christine Miller, and as you can see, this book is a little bit wore. It's been through a couple boys already, and I did buy it used. Also, they will be using the Ancient Rome and the Ancient Greece, which are both from yesterday classics. And then a Draw and Write Through History, and my boys always enjoy those. And this year they will start the What in the World CDs by Diana Waring, and these are really good. It just gives a good review of what you've just read and what you're learning about. So my boys have always enjoyed these also. Along with the main curriculum, there are notebooking pages, and I haven't opened them, but we have done these before, so that'll be good. And that is the main part of our history. Okay, I also want to share with you the living books. They have story time, so these books are something that you read with your child. They get through ages. These manuals will progress as they get older, so the older they get, the more independent things will be. I plan on doing more of a detailed video for the actual Heart of Dakota Creation to Christ with the manual and how a day would be. So if you do like this type of content and you want to see more, please subscribe and hit that likes button, and I will plan on doing that to give you a little bit more idea of how it works. We really enjoy it because it does work your way to independence, but this year with the story time, it is with the parent, but some of these books he could probably do on his own, but I do enjoy story time. So the first one will be Dinosaur of Eden. I'm going to go through these sort of quickly. I'll talk more about them throughout the school year as we're reading them. The Golden Bull, Boy of the Pyramid. I have a little sticker for what unit it is on. It's taking it off the title. Jacob's Journal, God King, Archimedes and the Door of Science, Cleopatra, City, and Traveling the Way. There is one more, and we do not have that one. Probably will not get that one. Now, for their storytime books, there are like 3 different options you can order, and we ordered the history one. They also have a boy and a girl one. I did want to share that with you just in case you were interested. Also we are going to do some geography. They have a geography, and that is one of the things that we will be switching out. We will be using this geography from Memoria Press, and it's the Middle East, North Africa, and Europe. So we have done this a couple times with some of my boys, and we really enjoy it. It's pretty basic. So, all right, for science, we will be using their science this year, and this is my first time using the science with Creation to Christ. Not because I didn't really want to, it's just I want to say those years my boys were probably in co-op, and when we did co-op we usually did the science. So I think that's probably why, because one of the main spines they're using for science is exploring creation with zoology, and I know that I think 2 of my boys have done this in a co-op. So I do want to share that that is one of the books that they will be using. Okay, they have Birds of the Air, Plant Life in Field and Garden, and these are both from yesterday's classics. Here is a John Tenner book, which we really enjoy him, and this is the History of Medicine. Galen and the Gateway to Medicine, and An Illustrated Adventure in Human Anatomy. And this one was sort of, let's see, this book is new to me, so it looked like it would be fun to go through. So, all right, so that will be our science. And for notebook pages, I printed off notebook pages from the Facebook group site, which is Heart of Dakota, Creation to Christ, and under their files they had some notebook pages that somebody actually had printed off for me. They're in color and they're beautiful, and I'm excited about using them. So I did want to share that they do have that available. Now, it's not necessary to have these pages because they tell you exactly what to do under the science. All right, my next will be math. Okay, for math, we are going to be using Math U See again, and we use Epsilon. He will be in, and I think that has a lot to do with fractions. It's usually a DVD, and he watches this once a week, and then he has the work, and then there's a teacher's manual. So that's what we will be doing, and all my boys have done Epsilon. Okay, for language arts, I'm going to share with you what we are doing. But I said this in my 10th graders video that I do have the right to change my mind. But I'm pretty sure that we will be doing the grammar, which let me share that with you first. And that is Shurley English, Grammar and Composition. And I have used this with some of my boys before. I think they've all been through, I can't say book 4, but they've all been through one of the books. Now, this is level 4. They are a little bit, I don't say they're advanced, they're a little advanced on level type books. It is composition, but I've never used the writing. But my son now is a little bit different. So I'm going to look at it. I haven't looked at this in a while. I know how to do the grammar. It's really good. You have a CD and you have jingles, and I actually introduced this to him at the end of his 3rd grade year. Like, we didn't do that. We didn't do it this year. We used Winston Grammar, which I like to use in 4th grade. So, and he really enjoyed it. So I know he will like the grammar part. I don't have a problem there. So we'll see how that goes. I do have this picked out for the writing. Winston Strands, the Beginning 1 book. It has writing and I think some type of reading in here too. So I did this a little bit with my 3rd son. So I don't know. We'll see. This is what I want to push for, even if it's just for the writing and we don't do the reading part. So we will be doing spelling this year, and we're going to be using the IEW, the Phonetic Zoo, and I've done this before with my 3rd one, and he remembers it and he liked it, and it's just, you have the cards and you have the CDs, and it's pretty independent. So that's going to be new to him though, so I hope that goes well. I think it will. Once you get it down, it's pretty easy, and they can pick it up and do it on their own, which is wonderful. I do want to mention one other thing, that in the Heart of Dakota book, I did want to explain a little bit more that they do have their own math and they do have their own language arts, and that's all in there. We are just choosing to do our own because I didn't really discover Heart of Dakota till a little bit later, and these are some things that I was already familiar with and worked well for our family, so that's what we're doing. But another thing that I am planning on doing this year, and they do have poetry in there, but the poetry is with art, and I have some of the art supplies for that, and the poetry is in the teacher's guide. So I just wanted to share that with you. So we're a little bit excited about that. I'm not sure about him. I actually may do it with him just to encourage him in that area. Also for Bible, we have an older guide, and they used something else for Bible time, which I didn't even use it the last 2 times. I don't even think I have the book that they used. But the new guides use this book, which is the Radical Book for Kids, exploring the roots and shoots of faith. So I am going to try to schedule this in where I think it should be, because I noticed Bible time is just 2 times a week. They also have scripture memory, which is in the book of Philippians, which he will work on that also. And there's some other Bible things that I would like to get done, and if that works out, I will share with you in the future what we do. So, but I am going to try to fit this book in. I ordered this book this year. I did buy it used. It's a little smaller than I thought, but it's thick, and it's, you know, I think you just read, and it's really sort of in chapter form. So, like this would be a chapter like chapter 25. So, I think this will work out, and with the scripture memory, I'm excited about that because he is working on a lot of scripture memory, but it's more for his Sunday school at church, and we do Bible reading together. So, I wanted to share all that with you. If you have any questions about any of this curriculum, or you would like to see something in more detail, please let me know below. And I'd love to hear what you all are using for your 5th graders this year, or any thoughts on any of it that you might have for me. So I appreciate you all watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful week. Thank you so much.